Good morning. How are you all doing? Hey, Maddie. Yeah, my dog's right over there. Let's try that again. Good morning. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Homemade cold brew. Oh, yes. Yeah, that might be an IKEA whiskey glass. It's just the only clean glass right now. Okay, so how's everyone doing today? I slept a bit better than the night before, which is really good, and I thought I'd do a bit of a monochrome blue look, a really matte look. That's what I'm going for, so we'll give it a try. If it looks shocking, I won't do it again. But yeah, I was sitting up in bed I was lying down in bed last night thinking about what I could do for a look, and just this odd idea struck me. So let's run with it. Get my hair out of the way. I can't do my makeup with my hair in the way. Alright, I'll do my eye first and then my face. Wrong way. Okay, maybe this way. So just starting out with Fenty's Moroccan Spice palette. Going to be using Shisha Smoke. We're gonna see if this works. So just gonna conceal the eyelid. I'm not gonna grab. We'll see. This is my Milk Makeup Flex Concealer. In case you're wondering about my shade, the reason I don't say it is because I don't know it off the top of my head. Creme or Creme. My battery's dying. 2 seconds. There. Good morning, lovely people. Good morning, Maddie. Hi, sweet girl. How are you all doing today? Hello to my sister, who I think is watching these. Thanks, Troyce. Yes, someone's watching. I slept better last night than the night before. It may not look like it, but we're gonna go with it. But right before I was falling asleep, I was just lying down and thinking of a makeup look I wanted to do. So I'm going to give it a try today. It's going to be a matte look, and I'm kind of just going for something a bit avant-garde but wearable. This could work, it could not. I'm only going to Costco today and filming another video for you guys, so if it goes wrong I can just wash it off because it's makeup. Let's go with it. Yeah, let's get started. I prepped my eyelids because my camera battery died. I was halfway through them. Alright, so I'm going to be using my Fenty Moroccan Spice in Shisha Smoke, which is right up here. Get better at pointing. There we go. Let's start with that. Let me just powder my eyelids with Hourglass Veil powder stuff. Just got the little container. So it's grey outside today, not yellow, which I approve of. And hopefully it was quite cool last night, which I really hope is a good thing. Let me pull my hair up so it's out of the way. So anything to reduce the fire load, the work that the poor firefighters are putting in. I've got my Marc Jacobs. I'm just going to use this as a transition shade.
With my slightly bent up the brush. I don't know how
So oddly enough, my child wasn't the reason. Well, technically she's my child, but she's puppy shaped. My human child was not the reason I didn't sleep well last night. My sweet dog decided at about 11 o'clock at night, when I was just falling asleep. My brushes are a little stained at the moment. I'll be giving them a super good wash, but everything's getting switched out in my Vermona. She decided to growl at nothing. Dogs are funny. Alright, so I'm just going in there lightly. Let's just see what happens. It's kind of like a faux wing. And then into the crease. And get a little more. You want it to be really, really like solid at the end, but diffuse as you go into the inner corner. So I'm really just packing this outer crease. I'm using a Reefer number 2 brush. I hope I'm saying that brand right. Again, I kickstarted them. I was able to get a bunch of brushes for, good brushes for relatively inexpensive price. There we go. Now, clean my number 1 brush. See if this works. So, just taking what I've put down. Ah, it's kind of working. So I've got this edge out here, and then can you see it just diffuses in to nothing, which is really what I was going for. I'm pretty happy with that. Now I have to try my right eye. Need more coffee.
How many cold brew? Just, makes your day. Alright, going in with the number 2 brush again. Okay, so far so good. It will get more interesting. There's a bit of a surprise with it. Yeah, music to my fast forward. Oh, I'm fast forwarding through this.
Alright, I know it looks like nothing, but that is the top part of my eye done, and we're just going to go with that. For my skin today, I'm just going to grab my little mixing palette. Oh gosh. I want not quite matte, but a bit more of a satin finish today, unlike my normal dewy, so I'm going to use my palette, and I use an actual artistic palette knife because I couldn't find a beauty palette knife, and it was $2. They're basically the same. So half pump of the Uoma Stay Matte. I'm wearing this in White Pearl T2C, sorry. And it's just a little dark for me. So I'm going to mix it with a slightly dewier foundation, which is the Josie Maran Vibrancy Argan Oil. And I have that one in RG5, which is almost perfect, a little light this time of year. So I'm mixing about half a pump of each. I was like, yes, I've got my sponge. Mixy, mix. I'm not putting on any highlighter today or anything with shimmer. So, yeah, that matches pretty well. Oh, I didn't put on my concealer first. That's okay, it's still fixable. This foundation combination does not dry quickly, so grab my concealer. I like that thus far my eye look looks like next to nothing. I think it's gonna work.
I need to mind that I'm actually putting on my concealer and foundation at the same time because it'll work. I can so tell how to finish my eyes out and do my eyeshadow because my right eye just, it tries so hard. So remember, it's kind of a pounce, but everyone says they don't sweat their makeup. They do. They like rub it around. Just pounce, pounce. So right now it's everywhere, so only 2 seconds.
I know it's really old-fashioned to do, but I actually love spreading my makeup with my hands, just a little. And sometimes, I know I've shown you, sometimes I do completely using my hands makeup. And I like that tactile sense. So I love tools though. Okay, cool, my look's still there. I'm gonna use my massive 8 Cosmetics all over powder brush. Grab the tiniest bit of my Hourglass, like I've dusted one corner there, and now I'm going to dust it on my hand. And then pick up a teeny bit more, dust that around my hand, and then very gently there we go. So it just has barely set. Then I'm trying a new blush today. I'm a bit excited about it. It's new to me, not new to the world. It's the Flower Beauty Flower Pot. So this is something I bought right before the start of my no-buy. This is literally in the grouping of my last purchase before my no-buy. So I haven't tried it yet. And I love that it's just, whoa. That was a bit more pigmented than I expected. Let's try that again. Maybe it just... There we go. Slightly lighter hand. Oh, that's quite pretty. Yeah, I like that. I just like a little flushed. Not quite, you know, little Scandinavian child running out in the snow, but a nice bit of flush. So I'm pretty pleased with that one. And then I'm actually going to use the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer. Just lightly around the perimeter. On the nose. The sun hits the high points of your face, so don't forget your cheeks and nose are high points of your face. I also don't contour. You may have noticed that even when I put on a full coverage foundation, I still have expressions and things like that. It's just the way my face is. Just the depth doesn't seem to go away. There you go. If you've gone a bit too crazy on your bronzer, I always find grabbing your huge brush that had your powder on it, tapping it off, and just going over very lightly just to move it a bit more really helps. Alright, so this is where it gets interesting. I am going to take the Natasha Denona Mini Tropic palette, so the one that's quite colorful. And I'm going to take Laguana, which is the matte, the really bright matte blue in the middle. And I'm going to do that on my lower lash line. This could go horribly wrong. Let's try. And what I'm going to do is bring it up along the outside of that line I created earlier. And I can totally go to Costco wearing this, because I'm going to. Okay, it's a bit crazy right now. I'm gonna go with it. Is it actually wearable? Who decides that? Just using a much tinier brush to get all the way into my inner corner. I love it. Alright, I'm really happy with that. Totally odd. Let's do some eyebrows and some mascara. I'm just using the Milk Makeup Kush Brow because I'm lazy. It is good, but really I'm just lazy. I don't even pluck my eyebrows. How can I be bothered doing anything more fancy than soap brows? Oh god, it all went wrong in the eyebrows. I'm gonna fix that, I'll be right back. Micellar water, reusable cotton round. Just breathe out. Let it dry a little while you do the other side. Don't mess up the other side as badly. Everything's fixable. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just makeup. It looks pretty, but we wash it down the sink. Just gonna use my soap brow spoolie to just kind of brush through that. Alright, and now that this side is dried down a little, I'm just going to take the original brush that I did the Marc Jacobs with and just go through there. There we go. Now they don't look insanely different. Just try with the Kush Brow one more time. Accidents happen. Either go wash your whole face off or just fix them.
Which is probably why I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning to film this. Might be why I look time. That video about scheduling and planning is going to come up after this one. So if you're interested in how I deal with being a stay-at-home mom and trying to actually do things and get things done in an organized way, you can watch that video. It's really interesting. I think that looks a bit better. There we go.
There we go. I'll let it dry down and see how it looks and change it if I want. Alright, mascara. Wish me luck.
I think I told you all I don't own lashes. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So you probably, if you're keen on looks with lashes, I'm not going to be the person to watch. But if you're keen on looks with just mascara, keep watching. Especially if you're keen on looks with people who test out lots of mascara because they all use me. Oh yeah, that works. Don't mess it up by looking around too much.
And because everything else is so matte, I kind of want my lips to be a bit glossy. So I'm using my e.l.f. Lip Pumping Gloss in Pink Cosmo. There we go. Kind of reminds me of my teenage years. With the really light lipsticks. Yes, I am thattled. All right. Finished look. Inspired by my sleep deprived mind. What do we think? Should I do the... Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I hope you like this. Comment down below what you think. Give it a thumbs up. I'll talk to you soon. Bye! So... oh, thank God I'll be fast forwarding that.